My name is Mathieu Zurstrassen, and I'm a new media artist and architect from Belgium. I have quite a diverse practice ranging from building art installations to making games or kinetic artworks. I'm attracted to things I have no idea how to build and make. It's actually a trick to constantly stimulate my brain. Here's a quick selection of some projects. Rhizome. Rhizome is an interactive installation exploring the theme of memory. The installation consists of a cabinet topped with a vintage projector who constantly diffuses a random holiday film captured in the 60s. The installation is activated by a motion sensor that initiates all the devices. As the visitors surround the installation, a camera analyzes their gestures and their movement. When it detects someone is holding a camera or a phone, an abrasive mechanism is activated and the physical support of the imagery starts to being damaged. The information present on the film gradually disappears from its original support, but is now transferred to the digital memory of the viewer's recording tools, which in turn can be used for a new narration or the sharing on social networks in order to make this memory survive. The installation can be seen as a discrete and intimate device which addresses the theme of transmission, memory, forgetfulness, and the contemporary ways to transmit and engrave a moment. Particles. Particles is an interactive data sonification device composed of an automated one-string guitar driven by the invisible. Okay, it's actually driven by the analysis of the amount of CO2 gases and dust particles, thin and ultra-thin particles contained in the air surrounding the installation. So how does it work? Sensors continuously collect the data from the direct surroundings. Every 20 to 40 seconds, a program converts the information, allowing a microcontroller to shift a mobile fret that has the ability to slide along a guitar string. The program also controls an electromagnet who strikes the strings at the end of the fret's movement. The installation was developed in order to bring awareness to the invisible and sometimes harmful particles contained in the air. The device is connected to a guitar amp, and the sonification is intimately linked to the context where it is displayed. Margaret. Margaret is a critical work about what we still clumsily call AI and the importance of the data used to train the neural network. Margaret was fictionally conceived in order to become an emotional talking companion of a lonely human. The human vanished one day. She then decided to create her own emotional support companion. This neural network was fed and trained with 5 or 6 important books. Since Margaret's goal is to create life, all the books she was fed and trained are about the meaning of life in general. One of those texts is actually The Meaning of Life, which is actually the script of one of Monty Python's movies. It's a bit of an Easter egg, but it points to the fact that an AI struggles detecting an ironic content or a scientific one. The quotes related to this content are often pretty hilarious. The installation features an artificial plant on a moving platform, asking questions about life, biological, metaphysical, societal. Margaret decodes the questions in real time and answers them by tapping on the resources of its database in order to educate the plant, so that it too can become an emotional support plant. The bottom line of the installation is to question the current status of AI, evoke the possible ability of a neural network to express human-like emotions like loneliness, and furthermore a human psychiatric disorder like schizophrenia. As in the bottom end, she's the only one making the questions and answers and controlling the whole scenery.
Gold, said the old man. Gold, said the girl. Gold, with demands, let us go. We've been fighting for these places for years. We've even voted. What do we do now? We've lost. No, no, we survived. What do we do now? We've given them.
Homeostasis electromagnetic. It's an older work at the origin of the work we'll discuss tonight. It consists of a double kinetic structure featuring a device similar to that of the metronome, whose main axis is extended by a free pendulum sheltering a sound column. The device evolves at the rate of the K-index data provided by two remote observatories, one Canadian, one Belgian, and illustrates the cycle of a solar storm, also called Aurora Borealis. Sounds and movement evolve gradually through a 20-minute sequence. In the climax of the period, the rhythmic disturbances are accentuated. The structure becomes unstable, the sound is accentuated, and the system tries to maintain its fragile equilibrium. Q8 is the work we'll explore a little deeper tonight. It's a sound and visual installation consisting of a connected device that simulates the light phenomena, as the colored veils present in the night sky at the poles during a strong geomagnetic activity. More commonly called polar auroras or northern or southern lights, the installation is fed with scientific data coming from 13 observatories spread around the globe, at a rate of 1 day per second, and with information evolving from 1932 to the present day. On an ecological and educational level, the installation allows the public to visually see and interpret evolution and the impact of solar winds received by our planet during the last century. It also allows to see the evolution of solar cycles, the geomagnetic activity being essentially influenced by the solar activity. The visualization is completely analog. The unique effect is mechanically obtained with lasers, sound, and a custom UV reactive solution. The sound and the visuals emitted are directly connected to the data. The mechanical interpretation of the data offers the advantage of creating an organic and natural-like simulation. The installation is a great catalyst to evoke natural climatic changes through the last century.